Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash, and the honestly apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, I'm Nawala from GMS Chicago, and I'm going to, well, as you can see here, alright, you're seeing that the MOTB, or the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, according to Revelations 13th chapter, the 16th verses is it's here, all right. It's being made manifested, and it actually has been around for many years now, all right. But now Esau is getting to the point where he's really gonna push it by the way of gradualism, all right, trying to make it more common, trying to normalize, this new thing, this new technology being underneath people's skin, underneath their right hand or in the forehead or whatever. All right, Esau is about to implement this RFID microchip, which is really his part of his new world order agenda that he wants to accomplish, because he wants a microchip mainly you Jakes, all right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But nonetheless, I'm gonna just play this quick video.
A major milestone marked in Miami. The first microchip, backed by Elon Musk, was implanted into a...
And not too long ago, this is recent, right? So yeah, Esau is moving by the way of gradualism.
Patient's brain at a local hospital. It is part of a clinical trial giving people who are paralyzed the ability to control their phones or their computers with just their mind. And I spoke to one of the Miami doctors involved, and he says so far it's a success. First time in 2.5 years.
I think my favorite thing is probably being able to turn on my TV.
Military veteran RJ is regaining a simple freedom.
RJ suffered a spinal cord injury, cervical spinal cord injury, due to a motorcycle accident, which left him quadriplegic, which just simply means that he lacks the use primarily of his arms or his legs.
And he, like a handful of other participants across the country, is taking part in a groundbreaking clinical trial that began in 2024.
I'm Nolan, aka P1.
My name's Alex.
I am Brent Smith. My name is Mike.
I'm RJ. I'm P5.
Each patient paralyzed by either a spinal cord injury or ALS. In each of their brains, an implanted microchip called Neurolink.
It's been an incredible amount of progress.
The Neurolink brain-computer device, founded by Elon Musk, teamed up with the Miami Project to Cure Paralysis and the University of Miami Health System. Dr. Jonathan Jagged and his team executed RJ's implant just months ago.
This device is completely invisible, to anybody else that interacts with somebody who has it implanted. The other thing that makes it very unique is how it's been miniaturized. It's a very small device.
About the size of a coin, but the impact so far, anything but small. During Neuralink's summer update on the...
And hey, that's the... I don't know if any of you ever watched the Black Mirror, but they recently had new episodes where they showed you that brain chip implant that those characters were wearing in Black Mirror, all right? And yeah, the Esau, he shows it to you through these movies and these TV shows, all right? Trying to make it seem like it's a new thing. It's trying to make it like as if it's something cool, all right? How you have people that like they're really just into iPhones and shit. They're waiting for the next Apple or iPhone to come out and shit, and they immediately start buying it. It's the same shit it's the same method that Esau is using right now, all right, with the RFID microchip, all right? And noticing, it doesn't look like the one other RFID microchip, which is the size of a grain of rice. Either way, it's still the mark of the beast, all right? That brain chip implant is still the mark of the beast, because real soon, all right, it's going to be by the way how people are going to be able to have it where they can have it to where they'll have to buy and sell with it. All right, you know, the new way, the new payment method. Right, all cash is about to be do away with. We're going into a cashless society real soon, and everything is going to be all done by the way of the RFID microchip. All right, and you even got, you saw showing you through commercials too. All right, with just one swipe of a hand, boom, you're done. You just paid your grocery items and whatnot, or that new J.P. Morgan Chase Bank commercial. All right, with that Zelle payment by the way of the swipe of the phone that they were showing you in that recent commercial. All right. So yeah, you know, there's no doubt that this is the RFID microchip. That this RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. All right, it literally is the RFID microchip. You know, it's not the mark of the beast is not sin. It's not sleeping with white women. All right, it's not Caesar Boucher. All right. It's literally that implantable device that's about to be implemented underneath people's skin, right on their forehead or on their right hand or either part of the body.
Trial, they showed this moment. Watch as a participant moves his cursor with his mind.
Oh, well done, man. Well done.
These are people that can't even move a mouse, right? So you have to understand, in its early stages, it's been really successful at allowing them to accomplish goals that they cannot otherwise accomplish. But what it can do in the future is anybody's guess.
Anybody's guess about Neuralink's potential. The uncharted territory raises concerns, but Dr. Jagged says it's expected with any new technology. And after years in the making, RJ is hopeful.
Excited to see what BCI's got going on.
Well, yeah, you know, prophecy is being made manifested. All right, just gonna bring in a few scriptures. Revelations 13-16. He calls it all, both small and great, free and poor, rich and free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, or the charagma, right? The incision that will soon be, you know, that incision, you know, in the cutting of the flesh. Right, the device, the implantable device that's physical and that will be underneath people's skin. All right, and then no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And yeah, that's right. We're going into a cashless society real soon. All right, you know, this economy is going to completely collapse, and you know, Esau is going to roll out a new digital, a new monetary system, and it's going to be digital. All right. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath the understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. But yeah, you know, the spirit of the Lord is the spirit of prophecy. All right, we're actually seeing this thing come to pass. All right, and it's about to be made mandatory real soon. All right, when Esau, you know, implements them draconian measures. All right, this device is going to be something made mandatory. All right, either you choose to get microchipped, or you get beheaded. But hey, you know, we understand through the scriptures, right? Those that are beheaded for the testimony of Yahushua, are, you know, they're going to receive, you know, the crown of life. Revelation 20:4. And I saw the thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai, and for the word of Yahushai, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or on the right hand, the RFID microchip. Alright, which is Esau's New World Order agenda that he wants to accomplish. Mark upon their foreheads or in their right hand or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. So yeah, right. Some of the elect are going to be made martyrs, right, for the testimony of Yahushua. They're going to be made martyrs for this truth, right? Esau. You see how Esau is gradually, all right, trying to, roll out, the dystopian era. All right, you're seeing them FEMA camps being implemented, and real soon they're gonna be having them guillotines. All right, they're gonna implement draconian measures. All right, they're gonna have people, using the central bank digital currency, the UBI, the Universal Basic Income, the social credit score system. All right, all that shit is coming, and eventually, Esau is gonna roll out the RFID microchip on a mass scale, globally and mandatory. Well, nonetheless, hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, and Shalom.